What's up, YouTube? It's Yuta here. We're at Peely Farms today. I got a little spot that I get to use over here. I grow stuff for my private chef dinners and other little barbecues and stuff I do. We're gonna be cooking up some venison stew with some items from the farm. We got Oppo Squash and Eggplant. We got a really hot Kiawe fire right here. We're gonna use the coals to boil the water, and I'm building a little spit because I want to roast the venison over the flames and get it kind of crispy and smoked. We're gonna go check out the plot that they let me use here on Peely Farms. And I got this little zone. So the whole road got flooded and it actually came all the way down. This whole valley flooded out, cars were destroyed, all kinds of stuff. It was a really bad flood and took out all my turmeric. So I came back and kind of rebuilt it now. So I got cilantro, purple corn, this is Swiss chard, a little bit of lettuce. All these tall ones right here are pigeon pea. I got papaya, coconut, Hawaiian chili pepper, shiso, arugula, beets. I see some kales popping up. I got some peppers and also tomatoes with dill and some other cool stuff. We're also gonna plant some stuff today before we leave. So when the cilantro flowers, it makes these little seeds, which are coriander seeds, which I'm gonna use half to plant more cilantro, and then I'm also gonna use them to make a spice out of it. I'm gonna dry them and make coriander spice. But let's take a look at this Japanese long eggplant. I planted this a couple months ago and finally it produced and nothing ate it, which is pretty surprising. So we're gonna just take this off and we're gonna throw this in the stew today. So this is the whole point of what I'm trying to do, is just be food sovereign, you know, don't have to rely on anybody or anything for food. And I got really lucky and I'm really thankful for the opportunity I was given to be able to take care of this little plot of land. So I'm stoked. And then I actually foraged these coconuts right here. I was in the back of my friend's property in Waimanalo and I just scored these little sprouted coconuts. So I planted them here and put them in a new home. And these coconuts have really good meat and water. So that's the reason why I brought them out over here. So you got 3 eggplants, 6 months, and this is what you get. And I'm happy with that. So this is Oppo Squash. It's kind of like an Asian squash that grows really good here in Hawaii. Usually you put this on a trellis and you let it hang and it grows into like a oblong, like cylinder kind of shape. But since it's just growing on the ground and we don't really maintain it, but it's just producing. So check this out. This is a pretty funny looking one because it's like a little squash pumpkin thing. But yeah, it's supposed to be long. It's supposed to look kind of like this eggplant, but like a long, bigger version. But it's funny how things grow when they're on the ground like that. And this thing is hardy and it tastes really good. Really good with coconut milk. It's one of my favorite things to cook. This is a piece of gunpowder tree wood. And the idea here is that we just gonna let it rest over. Perfect. So this is a kilo Kiawe. This is my company Uptake. We actually make this product and sell it island-wide in different stores like Long's, City Mill, Tamora's. I like using Kiawe because it's an invasive wood and it grows pretty rampant out here and does a lot of damage to the ecosystem and stuff. So by burning it and putting it in fires and cooking with it, also imparts an amazing flavor into the meat when you cook with it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this guy up here. And you see the way I make these bags too is I put big chunks on the top so I can just throw them in the coals already and watch how this is gonna smoke. Like you'll see it almost immediately, just make a plume of smoke. Okay, so we got some water here and we're just gonna put this to boil up. So I'm putting it on top of the lava rocks. The lava rocks are super hot right now, so they're gonna help boil that. It's almost like a little perfect little hot surface. So it shouldn't take too long for this water to start boiling. Meat looks like it's nice and charred up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it off because I don't want it to lose all the liquid inside. I need that to really help with the stew. So we're just gonna put this over on a banana leaf and let it kind of sit. with the kalo leaf, we want to thoroughly cook it because there's calcium crystals that are inside of it. And if you eat it raw, it'll itch your throat and can really mess you up. So just by boiling it in the water and changing the water out, it becomes edible, and it's really, really tasty and packed with a bunch of nutrients and stuff. What we wanted was like where it just breaks apart like that, you know? So now this is edible, and my throat didn't close up, so we're good. Tastes really good. Has like a earthy kind of taste. All this stuff I got at the farmer's market earlier today. I have a booth at the farmer's market that I sell various things at. So we're gonna break this Oppo Squash down and I have to like. Oh, nice, look at that. Let's try some. Ooh, that's bomb. Nice. Garlic. Throw the garlic in here. I got the kabocha squash. Save the cilantro for the ending. Some ginger, local ginger. So all this stuff is local, every ingredient in this pan except the oil that's from the Mediterranean. But eventually I'm gonna do my own avocado oil and coconut oils so I don't have to use anything that isn't local. Throw in the onions. And don't worry, this is all water content, so this is gonna cook down about halfway, and then we'll have a full ship. So I let the meat rest for a good amount of time, and now it's nice and tender. We're gonna kind of cut it up. Remember, no flies. Yeah, so we're just gonna cut this up using a buck knife on a buck. So we just got our coconut milk on there, basically put all our liquids together. And you're gonna see that orange color, all that comes from the turmeric. So now we're gonna cap. There, and then we're gonna bury. Okay, so we're just getting the ground ready right now for some melons. This is a type of Korean melon. It's kind of like a honeydew melon, and it's like a real dark green with yellow stripes on it. It's really good. It's kind of like what you would think of like a Malona bar tasting like. So I grew these from seed. I just plopped them in the dirt and waited to see what would happen. Whatever I plant, I don't put like weird emotion into my planting. Like I don't get attached to what I'm putting in the ground, because if it lives, it lives. If it dies, it dies. Like there's nothing you can do about it. So if it lives, it just shows that how strong and awesome it is, and that it's gonna really take off over here, you know? If it dies, then I'll probably try a different kind of crop. So, all right, so let's go ahead and brush this all off. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna grab some Moringa. It's an awesome super green. It grows here on the farm. It gives it like a nutty, spinachy flavor. And then we got cilantro. Love cilantro. And then, so that's the poi. I'm gonna put this on the side, and then I like to just do a little salt. A little salt on the poi. And then I got some chili pepper water. Let's see what we got. Poi, chili pepper water, luau stew with venison. First I'm gonna taste the sauce, so look at how thick that is. That's the coconut milk, the turmeric, and the green from the luau leaf. That has such an interesting flavor. A piece of the pumpkin too. Well, there's like a little bit of a spice from the turmeric, but it goes really good with this. This is what you need after you're farming all day. Just farmer food. Just humble, simple farmer man food. So that's it for today, guys. We came to the Pili Farms. We did a little bit of weeding. We planted some melons. Finally got to reap some benefits from the land, and it was awesome. We had 3 eggplants and 1 squash. It's been 4 months. So I'm really stoked with that and happy that I got to even have that. So just as grateful for you guys to like watch my videos and tune in and take the time out of your day to spend time with me out here on my little adventures. And I hope it inspires you to get into nature and reconnect with all this amazing stuff we have. It's really good for you and it feels good. So be sure to check in. Next week we're gonna have a new video come out, and just stay tuned for what's coming down the pipeline. Thank you.